I miss my baby the entire trip. Like, I love my man. But for all my mothers, like, you love your man and it's cool to spend time with him. But I miss my baby. I missed my baby. Tune in today and I'm gonna just discuss my trip going to Jamaica for my first time being away from my baby, the process with that, and of course enjoying my push vacation, but also missing my baby like crap. I received a lot of questions about this trip and just the process. How did I do this? When did I do this? How was it battling or handling being away from my baby? Did I suffer with any anxiety and so forth? And so many more questions. So I'm gonna address that today. The holidays are coming up. Well, it's tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm like craving for the food now. But yeah, tune into today on the Woman Cave. We're going to discuss some topics.
Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will come to it.
I am Miss Shinobi Morgan, and I would like to welcome you to the Woman Cave. The Woman Cave is a space that I created that allows women to just be free, allow myself to be free. It's a space that I created that I'm not around my man, I'm not around my baby, and I could just be myself. And I could just write, I could just jot down ideas. I could talk about certain topics when my friends come over, and we could just talk about, certain topics that may be taboo in other settings. But this is where it's a space where I allow people to be their authentic self, real. Girl, how you feel about this and how you got over this. And so that's what the Woman Cave is for. That's what I created it for. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that every time I post every week, every Wednesday, that you can get a notification. So yeah. This trip. I took a trip with my boyfriend to Jamaica and it was amazing. It was amazing. We had a lot of fun. And but it was a lot of takeaways. It was a lot of questions that I received. It was a lot of feelings that was just boiling, girl, just boiling. So yeah, I planned the trip. So first things first. We went to Montego Bay, and it was lit. We went to Montego Bay, Jamaica, and we stayed at the Rio Reggae Hotel, adults only. The reason why I chose that was because I went a couple of years ago with my cousins and it was cool. I had a lot of fun. But the only takeaway, I like thong bathing suits, and there was a lot of kids around. I did not like that. I felt weird. So this time I booked something with adults only. So that was fun. We stayed from like Friday to Monday night. I had fun. I booked the trip. I'm gonna get into the questions later. All these questions. But I booked the trip right after I had, well, not right after I had my baby, but closer to the time that I had my baby. So I had her in April, and then like May, June, I booked the trip. I booked the trip because I knew that I didn't know what I was expecting far as the process with leaving her for the first time, but I knew that at that time it was a lot of I wasn't sleeping at night. I was up all day, and it wasn't easy far as adapting to being a new mommy. And so I knew that I needed a trip eventually. I just didn't know far as the emotions that would come up when I left her for the first time, and we'll get into that. And so I booked the trip, and I booked it through Priceline, and it was really cool. It wasn't too expensive, but probably was like $1,000 because it was all probably like $1,100 because it was all inclusive. So it was just us two that went. We didn't go with any couples or anything like that, which next time we will. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Everything was free. Of course, not the excursions and all of that, but everything other than that was free. So it was really cool. We would eat, drink, all of that free. So yeah, that part was really cool. We went ATV riding. We went to the grill. Oh, we had a Margaritaville. We went to a party one night. We had fun. We just really enjoyed each other's presence. and just was present. I didn't get on social media much, and I'll go into that as well. I'm happy I did not. And so, yeah, for the most part, I would, out of 10, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. The little 5 that I missed out on was we fell asleep 2 nights in a row. And we missed the phone party and we missed the all-white party. But other than that, amazing. Food was amazing. Oxtails too. Oxtail, all you can eat oxtail. Girl, I'm from Florida and I love oxtails. I wish we had conch, but they didn't have conch. But other than that, it was great. A couple of questions I got while taking my first trip away from my baby. The first question I want to discuss is, how was it not around my baby? I love my boyfriend, that's my baby. But my baby that I birthed, I missed her. Oh, I missed her. I was calling my mom so much. My mom watched the baby from Friday to Monday. And when I tell you I missed her so much. But the great thing about it is I've made so many videos, so many pictures of her. And yeah, I was able to look at videos and pictures. But we FaceTime and that was cool. But it was like, she was looking at us like, Mommy and Daddy, why you left? So, but yeah, I really missed her. My emotions were like this. And I enjoyed myself, but I didn't realize I would miss her that much. It was to the point where if my boyfriend at any time was like, you know what, Shinobi, I gotta go handle something, or I gotta go back to work, or whatever the case may have been, and we need to leave a day early, I would have been okay with that. So I enjoyed the trip, but I missed my baby. I missed my baby. And of course, you said, as I pulled up my bra, of course you still, for the breastfeeding moms, you still gotta pump. So that was the thing, 5-6 times out the day, I still had to pump. And I didn't still keep any of my milk. I know some of the moms are like, girl, what? You could have brought that milk back and bathed the baby, made a milk bath. One thing I would say, side note about keeping milk, if I've been drinking, I'm not a drinker like that. I do like to drink on occasions, especially now that I'm a mom. I really don't drink at all unless I'm on vacation like that. I don't want to bathe my baby with no, and it's a bag full of tequila, a bag full of Hennessy. I'm not doing that. So yeah, I threw away all my milk. I wish I could have gave it to the little homeless cat that was walking around the resort. But yeah, it was hard not being around my baby. It was hard. So any mom out there that's planning a trip, you're gonna be around this is gonna be your first time not being around your baby. Yeah, be prepared, girl, because it's gonna be hard. It's still gonna be a fun trip, but you're gonna miss your baby. The second thing was I did pump a lot of milk for my mom to have before I went on vacation, but I also have formula. And so I did find a formula that is plant-based. It's a Gerber plant-based. Somebody gave it to me before I had my baby. But yeah, I pumped probably like 12 bags. My mom ran out. So she had to feed my baby formula, which I had already, like I did a test run on how she would respond to it. And she didn't respond. She didn't have an allergic reaction to it at daycare. But, girl, after about a couple of days, I think she ran out by Sunday. And we came back Monday night. So she had to feed her formula, and girl, listen, my baby had an allergic reaction, so it wasn't that bad. Her stomach wasn't messed up, her face was just like really dry, so she had a couple of rashes or whatever. But guess what? I had some old milk that I kept from when I first had her, and I just did her a milk bath when we got back. So yeah, she's doing a lot better. So another thing, a lot of people ask, like, okay, now, where are all the videos and the pictures with you and Bae on your trip? Why you ain't post them? Stop asking me. I'm not gonna post him. I love my boyfriend. I love our relationship. But first thing first, of course you all know that I am an author. I have three published books. I'm coming out with another one. When you live your life so much on display, where you're telling your everything, it's certain parts now that I realize at 32 years old, after writing 3 books, that I like to keep private. And my relationship, I like to keep private. So please stop asking me. I'm not gonna post them. When we go get married and all of that great stuff, I'm not gonna post them still. Because it's just a part of my life that I want to keep private. It eliminates a lot of drama. All relationships have their own issues, but with my relationship, I don't want, you always gonna have people that look at your relationship like, I wish, but nah. I like to keep my relationship private. And yeah, that's that. I ain't gonna post them, child. I don't care where we go. I ain't posting them. And I like it so much better. All my other relationships, I used to post this babe. Child, I ain't doing that again. One of my friends was like, but y'all have a baby together. I'm like, okay. Trust me. My friends, I'm talking about my friends, my real life friends. Because social media, you got followers or whatever. You got people that support you or whatever. And that you love from afar. But like my friends, my family, his family, they know him. Even when I guess I'm going to do a different video on that. How the process of, or why, just the difference between privacy and secret. You know, it's a huge difference. But yeah, if I ain't post my baby, I eventually posted her, but hell, I ain't post her till, I think I posted that I was pregnant like April 8th, and I had her the 18th. So, yeah, I ain't gonna post them. I got so many videos on that trip, but I ain't posting them. That part of my life, I still want to keep private, and I like it. I like that part. So right now, it's nothing personal, but it's nothing like, you know, oh, why you, just vibe. I like to keep that part private, and yeah. I still blush almost 3 years later, but yeah, I won't be doing that. Next question, after people keep on saying, why you ain't posting, how did I find time to book everything, and how was the process with that? I already spoke about it a little bit. After I had my baby, I decided to post, after I had my baby, shortly after, I decided to book the trip. I booked everything. Some relationships, the guy do everything, but in my relationship, I don't got time to be waiting, girl. I'm about to book this trip, and girl, no. I'm not about to wait on him. I'm just not. We about to book this trip. Because that eliminate him saying, oh, I really don't want it. You're going. The date is April 18th, the flight leave. That's the type of girlfriend I am. So, I am that spouse that I am going to plan everything. Some stuff I'm not, but for the most part, I'm going to plan everything. So I did plan this. I found the time because I was adamant about it. I made time to do it. What you want to do, you make time for. Always remember that. The last question, did I have fun? We had a blast. We had a blast. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to this Wednesday video of my reflections from my trip. I loved Montego Bay. I bought so much stuff and brought back my baby some like Jamaican clothes. Of course, my shirt. I bought my mom a shirt. I bought my sister a shot glass. I bought my boyfriend some stuff. So yeah, it was a vibe. I enjoyed it. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I want to encourage everybody as we go into this holiday season just to stay encouraged, not to compare yourself, not to be trying to compete with people. Stay off people's pages. If you're going to be comparing and contrasting your life with their life, and I wish I could do this. That's why I keep a lot of stuff private now, because it's like, you got to just focus on your own lane, mind your own business, child. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your holiday season. Don't complain. Don't compare. And listen, practice gratitude. Start thanking God for the things that you have in your life. And practice just being present. That was a big thing as well on my trip. I did take a lot of pictures and take a lot of videos, but it was a lot of moments where it was like I didn't want to be around my phone. And of course, limited Wi-Fi, just being present, being in the moment. And we had a lot of withdrawals, of course, with our baby, but we like to watch football together. And so it was like, you talking about Friday, no college football, Saturday, no college football, Sunday, no NFL football, Monday night football. Yeah, so we missed a lot of football this weekend, but it was just important to be present and to just celebrate each other. Like, yeah, we are some bomb parents and we are getting the job done. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family, and